Hey, it's Clay Trader, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol FNCX. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to do this time frame. I think does a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price and just makes mapping out where levels of support and resistance easier to see. I don't mean to state the obvious or rub salt in the wounds, but very brutal the past couple of days, and today was not much better. So let's first start talking about some areas of support. The level that stands out to me that is quite ideal and you'd preferably want to see it hold is 20 cents because technically speaking, sure, the price did bounce a little bit today, and yeah, it started to roll back over, but in the event the price can hold above 20 cents and kind of pull one of these numbers where it bounces around and then heads back up, what would that give you? Well, that would give you a set of lows right here. The previous set was down there before the bleeding stopped, and if you picture each of those as stair steps, well, hey, at least now you have some stair steps progressing in the upwards direction, and that's the start. Now, just because you get a couple stair steps, does that mean that this thing's going to be up at 75 cents tomorrow? I'm not saying that. The point here being is all bounces have to start somewhere. And if a bounce keeps on bouncing long enough, then yeah, bounces can turn into reversals. But before you start even using the word reversal, something's got to just, justify itself as the bounce. So I realize just making a broad statement as justify itself as a bounce, what does that even mean? Well, again, to quantify that phrase, 20 cents. You want to see the price stay above 20 cents. In the event the price falls below it, or worse yet, if the price just keeps on separating to the downside, well, at that point in time, that would literally be putting the price right back inside of the range where it was when it was hovering down at the lows. And I'm assuming I state the obvious when I say price movements, or in other words, a bounce that is actually a bounce, well, it's going to keep on bouncing, right? The price is not going to go back to where it was. And back to where it was is, again, what that 20-cent mark is representing in regards to is this bounce going to gain any sort of momentum or not. So for those reasons, at least in my opinion, 20 cents is a very revealing level in regards to whether or not this, the late day bounce today has any sort of true strength behind it. What about areas of resistance? So if this bounce does keep on bouncing, where's some of these battlegrounds at? First area of resistance is right where the bounce finally ran out of gas, and that's up there at 25 cents. And to be honest, I'm just going to leave it at 25 cents right now because really breaking levels of resistance, not the top priority. Top priority, in my opinion, building a higher base and building that higher stair step. So in other words, you want to see the price stay above 20. You don't want to see the price break below it or worse that drift to the downside because that just means that the current downtrend is no longer bouncing, but it's getting continuation in the bearish direction. So pretty eventful day today. We'll see how things close out the week tomorrow. One of the biggest questions that I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.